Man, it's been a lot going on. A lot going on, man. That boy Big Meech. That boy made a statement today to 50 Cent. I think 50 out of line, man. And that boy needs some humbling. He needs some humbling.
You're right. Say Meach made a statement today.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, he made a little statement talking about defending his name, defending defending his name and stuff. Let me see real quick. This Bluetooth cracker lacking. Already on there?
Huh?
No, I'm about to. No, I'm about to play it. Let me see. Big Meech.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th. I wasn't going to address this.
Man, he shouldn't have to address that, man. 50 a snake. 50 a snake got this man compromising his freedom. What if
Yep.
the feds? What if the feds see this shit like, oh, you violating your probation?
Yeah, it's crazy.
All for this weak ass street code. I find it amazing that there's a street code when it comes to snitching, but it ain't a street code when it comes to a little baby getting, shot or something, or kids getting, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see no, I don't see the, I don't see that street code then when a car full of kids get shot up. Niggas be quiet. Niggas don't be saying nothing about no street code then. But soon as a nigga, I got paperwork on you, niggas in the uproar. make that make make that make sense for me, big boy.
Mm.
Niggas in the uproar then. That shit crazy, man.
It's wild, bro.
This boy 50 Cent. He don't even know Big Meech personally. Rick Ross know Big Meech personally. Yeah, this shit's crazy, man. That shit at, man. Yeah, man. It's a lot of favoritism in the black community, man. You like, listen, man. I respect 50 Hustle, Get Rich or Die Trying, The Massacre, Curtis. Like, I remember when him and Cameron was beefing and going back at it. So 50, he be beefing with people and then make up with them. Fat Joe, Fat Joe and Cameron both used to beef with 50. And now they be cheesing together like the best of friends. So you want Big Meech to respect the street code that you don't even respect. You don't even respect the street code. 50 Cent, you know? So
Right.
50, yeah, so 50, he knew Big Meech was a rat, right? He knew he was a rat, but he got mad when he found out he was a snake. Then because he was a snake, he told the world that Big Meech was a rat. So the fact that 50 was going to do business with a rat in the first place, ain't nobody going to call him out for that. Right, big boy? He was going to do business with a rat. He was making money off a rat. He don't get caught. I mean, you know more about the street code than me, big boy. Tell me,
Right.
isn't that a violation in itself?
Off the TOP. Off the TOP. You know it.
So big Meech, it's cool him being a rat as long as I can make money off of him, and he don't mess with none of my enemies. Even though my street code of enemies is all messed up.
Yeah, I don't believe in that weak pick a side shit, man. You know, man ain't got nothing to do with that man with Joseph. He ain't got nothing to do with you and Rick Ross beef, man. Don't try. That's petty shit. That's femaleish to me. Like if you cool with somebody I don't rock with, I mean you a grown man. I can't tell you. Long as you ain't on no betrayal type stuff, man. I'm not tripping on nothing like that, right?
Yep.
Grown men got a right to be cool with who you choose to be cool with. Nah, if you going back and forth with information, that's something different. But from what
Yeah,
I
man.
Meech have been doing stuff with Rose for a long time. So yeah, man, you can't
Yeah,
be
yeah, and like Tariq, he made a good point too. He said, people in Atlanta and people in Detroit knew about Big Meech, right? People in Atlanta and Detroit knew about Big Meech, but the world didn't know about Big Meech until Rick Ross say, what did he say? Larry Hoover, Big Meech, whip and work. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's when the world knew about him. To be honest, I was from Detroit, and I had I really wasn't even up on it until Rick Ross said something. And I'm from Detroit. I don't know what I was doing during that time. You know what I mean?
I was a kid, man.
I ain't know nothing about Big BMF until Rick Ross said something. I'm like, my boy was from Detroit. Yeah. Hey, hey, did y'all have Don Diva magazines in New Orleans?
Yeah, I had us. Yeah, we had all of them. Diva Source,
Yeah,
Word Up.
glorified. Yeah, talk about dope dealers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I used to love getting Don Diva magazines. It used to be this liquor store that used to have all the Don Divas. And
Yeah,
I used to be going back like, hey man,
y'all
I
had
need
a
that
lot.
Bush
Y'all had
Jones.
a lot of those guys come from Detroit.
Yeah, Chamber
Maserati,
Brothers,
Maserati Rick, that white boy. Uh,
White Boy, Rick.
yeah,
Yeah.
Maserati Rick. He was a black dude. Maserati something. He was.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot. He Maserati something. Then It was just a big dude, Boom, big. You might have heard of Nate Boom. Hey, man, Detroit had a
Uh,
lot of gangsters come out of there, man.
yeah, Bush Jones, the Chambers brothers.
Yeah,
One day, one day it's gonna be a movie on the Chambers brothers. I promise you. It was like five brothers. Remember when Biggie had the 10 crack commandments?
yeah,
The Chamber brothers actually had like 20 rules. They actually had rules and stuff.
yeah.
Five brothers, East Detroit.
I
They
hear
was
that.
big. They was big. They man. I think they might have made more than a lot of them brothers, man. But at the end of the day, all that dope dealing was at the cost of our
You breaking up, little bro?
yeah, man. I've been hearing lot of hating, big boy, on my boy Kung Fu Kenny. This the last set that we gonna go to fan base. But yeah, man, I've been hearing a lot of hating, and it's been from a lot of it been from the Israelites.
Yeah,
Well,
I heard that little back and forth like 100 and story I had, man. That was crazy.
yeah,
I was surprised when I for the first time I had to respect where Wack was coming from, man. Wack was just spitting some real,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, he was.
spitting some real. Talking about, he had Captain Missouri out looking like a straight hater, man.
Yeah, he really did. He really did. Yeah, man. I seen a couple of Israelites, and and of course, for every five Israelites that didn't like it, it was five that did. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just shocked. You know, I thought being part of the conscious community, uh, that would be right up our alley to see Kendrick. And and they ain't peep when he said when he first started talking, that was a Bible verse. You know what I mean? That was a that was a Bible verse. One of them content creators did a little a little stitch on that. So I'm just shocked that a lot of or too many I've seen too many people from the conscious community not
Yo, 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 you went out on us.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you clear now.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's just I'm just shocked that a lot of people from the conscious community uh it went over their head, you know? Homeboy had homeboy had uh Samuel Jackson as Uncle Sam. That symbolism for this is our stuff because you got a black Uncle Sam. Then when you dig into it, what Samuel Jackson was saying, that was he was on some Sambo. He was on some Sambo, Django Steven stuff. All right. So yeah, man, that was brilliant. That was brilliant to have Samuel Jackson and Samuel Jackson. A lot of people don't know, but he used to be an activist himself. In 1969, at Morehouse College, he did a sit-in. he had a lot of different protests where he got arrested. So even when you dig into that, Samuel, he is there's some irony in that alone. There's so many layers to the Samuel Jackson part. So yeah, man, a lot of stuff went over people's head, man. The Squid Games, the people dancing out there looking like Squid Games, the rich eating the poor. Because if y'all haven't noticed, that's exactly what's happening. The rich is eating the poor. It's hell. The middle class and the poor are merging together. you know? So I don't know, man. I don't know, big boy. I say, even you waking people up with alarm clocks or you making people go to sleep with sleeping pills. But we living in a crazy time, big boy. What you been seeing on Facebook, big boy? What you been seeing on social media about the halftime show?
Um, it's just a lot of programming of the mind, man. I think a lot of us we so programmed to once before us when it comes to the degrading uh images that we portray. I've been seeing a lot of requests, maybe because I'm from down south, a lot of requesting Lil Wayne, which I don't think, even though I'm a Lil Wayne fan, I got respect for Lil Wayne and what he's accomplished in hip hop. I just don't think at this time right now he was who was needed for the message that was put out, especially in the times that we're in. Kendrick Lamar is the perfect person for what we have got. Uh, as far as I'm hearing on Facebook, just a lot of people, um, they really didn't get the message, man. And the ones who did get it and just didn't appreciate it, it's just a lot of negativity on how it was boring, they didn't like it, how they had for other people. A friend of mine out of town, they say someone commented to him on his social media that they should have had Kodak Black there. So I just think in our ignorance, man, we're so low vibrational at this point that we don't even understand the creative revolutionary message that the brother brought out.
Yeah,
Just didn't get it, or we just
yeah,
didn't. We just not into it, and it's sad, especially the time we live in or what's happening in society right now.
yeah, man. That was a power.
We getting a bad feedback on my end too, but it's all good.
I'm gonna go out and come back in. Yo, yo, big boy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, man. It's just a shame that people miss that moment, you know. But the good thing about that moment is, eventually, people can go back to it and really break it down and unpack it and decipher it, and you know, being a Kendrick fan, you know that he's a very deep and complex rapper. So that halftime show ain't nothing but uh, you know, uh, you know, that's his nature. That's him. That's how he roll. He ain't gonna give it to you. He ain't a surface dude. He below the surface, you know. And a lot of people out here are surface people. They don't need- they don't know how to dig deep and really break down things, you know. But that's just
Yeah.
And one more thing with 50 Cent, man. His legacy will not age well. And I'm not trying to you can't pick on 50 Cent. He's a villain. You can't pick on the villain. But his legacy will not age well because he's not growing as a human being. For one, he's not growing as a human being. I get it. Irv Irv has some, Irv could have had something, allegedly has something to do with 50 getting shot. So in some ways, I can get a pass on that. But just because you don't care about somebody dying, don't mean you got to say it out loud. You feel me, big one? Like you ain't gotta
Yeah,
say
I feel you.
it.
I'm like you. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I just come from a different cloth, right? I feel like I come from that old now. Uh, it's just some stuff where we wouldn't wish some things on our enemy. You know what I'm saying? But people different. If that's the case, if allegedly Irv Gotti has something to do with him getting shot 9 times or whatever, or attempt on his life, whatever the rumor is. Uh, yeah, it is what it is. That's a personal choice on 50 on how he deal with things. But me as a type of
Yeah,
man I am, I still wouldn't. A nigga
yeah,
I done beef with. We done tried to take each other out. I'm not going to. I mean, if I was in a situation, let me say that if I was in a situation where somebody I beef with or we've tried to take each other out or something, I still wouldn't celebrate. Nothing that tragic because I'm just a firm believer. What go around come around, right? But I don't know, man. I wouldn't have done it, and like you say to me, it's just not a sign of maturity. At what point in your life you gonna put things in the past, be done with it and move on, and just say, hey, man, that is what it is. But that's different when somebody had a temp on your life. To me, the shit was petty. I wouldn't have done it, and I can't really speak on that situation because I can't tell nobody how to feel, especially when it's in the case of a motherfucker trying to take your life. But as far
yeah,
as me, I wouldn't have done it.
exactly. I wouldn't do it. And like I said, he his legacy would not age well based off of how he's not maturing. And let's be honest, man. He only had one album. Massacre, the the Massacre, it was good.
Well, you still there?
Trying, Get Rich or Die Trying was was a classic. But 50, nigga, you damn near Lauren Hill, bro. Like you damn near Lauren Hill, my guy. Now I'm gonna give you credit because you are a ghostwriter, and you was always a ghostwriter. 50 was always a ghostwriter, and he know how to write a good song. He used to write for Puff and uh, Dre and a couple other, a lot of other people. Not a couple, but a lot of other people. So the brother is talented. Jam Master Jay taught 50 how to write, and 50 like became brilliant with it. So I'm not shading him, but like I said, his legacy would not age good. And then let's go to the drug dealer TV shows, right? Let's go to the drug dealer TV show. Those TV shows will not age well. Now, are they good shows? Of course. But far as the legacy, looking back at your catalog, like are you bringing gems to the community or poison? Are you waking people up, or are you making them, or are you making people go to sleep? So his legacy ain't gonna age well, and I ain't hating on him. I know how to give a brother respect and still be honest. You know what I mean? How you feel about
Well,
that, big boy?
I got a difference of opinion on you on that one, brother. I have to give you some pushback on that. I think I mean, his work speaks for itself. His legacy is going to be his legacy. It's one thing we're not going to ever be able to take from him. From him coming in the game. grabbing the game the way he did, still being able to maneuver through the game, even outside of when his rap history went down, how he was able to move around. It show you that he has a hustler's mentality. He know how to go and get it and make it happen. He ventured off into other things, like going into doing movies and stuff. From a moral perspective, I can understand what you're saying, and I can pretty agree with you from a moral perspective. But as far as his actual work and what he's done, unfortunately, I think he will leave a legacy because we can say what we want. And you're right about the message, as far as the message and what it left. But I mean, you got other legacies that's going to be here from the movie Scarface, from Shot Us, Belly, which was not even a high quality movie, but a classic is a classic. Something that's going to be legendary forever. And history is just going to be what it is. Um, and to be honest, even with his TV shows, I think it has the potential to be as well. He has some good shows, even though the messages was not ideal. As far as from a moral perspective with the black community, it did what it did, and it impact how it impacted. So we could never be able to take that away from him. So I think he still will go out as a legend. In my personal opinion, because if we strike what he's done and according to his messages, then we'll have to say the same for Scarface, or The Godfather, and all of these other bad movies that had, not a good message, but still are legendary movies. I mean, for this time hood right now, um, yeah, they all for like from now on forever. The people who's coming up in this time 20 years from now, they're gonna be talking about power problems. Now, us, our generation, like somebody come from the whole school where, the people who came up to minister society and things of that nature, they may not see it as legendary or classic, but the people of today who have held value to it, they gonna put it in the books. It's some classic
I,
shit.
I hear
Like,
what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but movies don't really have like legacies. People do. You know what I'm
yeah, but
saying?
you gotta look where he's from, where he started to where he come from, Queens. Started off as a rapper and have had the success he had. He just bought a you bringing money to the economy of Shreveport, Louisiana right now, and he's doing a lot of stuff in
Yeah, yeah. And I heard, and
Houston.
I and I heard he is gonna branch out into like like some. I heard about animation. Listen. I hope he don't typecast himself. I hope he ain't get in the studio to do Fast and Furious drug dealer like Medea going to fucking Watts and shit. Like, Nino Brown, you know, the origin story of Nino Brown. Like, nigga, yeah, we can, I don't know, man. I just, I still ain't even watched BMF yet. I said I was gonna start watching that soon, but I don't know. 50 mess all that up. I don't watch that either. This shit crazy, man. This is crazy. Uh, but in closing, far as Kendrick Lamar, uh, it's more to come. Do you think Drake's career is done? Uh, Israel?
Um, that I said it is. I didn't say it is. Uh, he probably gonna be around. I don't think he gonna get out just forgotten like what happened with Ja Rule and 50. Um, I think he'll still be able to feature on certain people that still rock with him. Eventually, I think he's still gonna be able to drop songs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Drake, he messed up even challenging Kendrick. He should have known. that Kendrick was Kendrick been waiting for this for a long, long time. That's like somebody. That's like me beefing with somebody, big boy, for like 8 years, and they outside my house, like, man, I'm ready for the smoke. And then, and in 8 years, I decide, you know what? I'm gonna come outside and give them the smoke. Well, by that time, big boy, it's an ambush at that point.
Who else? I told you I saw Jersey Norm.
It's an ambush at that point.
Who?
He should have never battled that boy Kenny, but he got to pay for it. He got to pay for it. He did it to himself too, though. He still ain't even. He still hasn't made a real uh diss track, or he's supposed to come out with a barrage of diss track for Kendrick. But if I was Drake advisor, I'd be like, listen, man, just do your R&B stuff, just like Kendrick said. I don't like Drake when he acting tough. I like Drake with the melodies. Yeah. So just stick to the singing, stick to the R&B, you know, rap every now and then, you know, and don't be sending no subliminals to Kendrick. Leave that man alone. leave, leave Kendrick alone, Drake. You know, leave that man alone, bruh. That boy done packed you up. That boy had the Super Bowl, and people grandmas at home saying, "Hey, minor." That's whew, that's vicious. That was vicious, man. But I do gotta give Kendrick one. I do gotta give Kendrick one pushback because I'm a Kendrick fan, but I'm not a groupie either.
What's that? I'm gonna see if I agree.
Serena Williams,
What's your pushback about that?
for one, yeah, I get it. Crip walking. I'm not. I'm just no fan of the gang culture, so I don't get that. But I'll even let that slide. But then Serena Williams, we all know how what she doing to her face. We all know what she doing to her face with the bleaching or whatever she want to say it is, the makeup, allegedly, allegedly, y'all. Uh, the blonde weave, and and she got Kyle at home. You know, if if you're gonna be pro black, my brother Kendrick, and if you're gonna have that message, that was that was the one flaw. That was the one flaw in the masterpiece was Serena Williams. He could have she could have been at home watching it with her Kyle. You know
Yep. Uh,
how you feel? Am I
I
nick am I nitpicking?
I never looked at it or thought about it. I'm gonna have to marinate on
He
it.
said you got to think about that one. Yeah.
Say it one more time. You say you what? What's your problem with her? With them? With him? With her?
Who you talking to me? Oh yeah. No, my problem was we all know that she be bleaching, with the makeup, and we the black community, we know that we've been looking at our sister like, is you all right over there? You all right,
Right.
Serena? You
Right.
good? We checking up on you, sis. You know,
Yeah, we know
and
she seem to have identity crisis,
yeah, and then
but
and
I'm
she
saying
going home.
why you holding him accountable for her actions when it comes to her with her identity crisis issue? Because I think he was just protecting her from the disrespect Drake had gave her.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And she going home to the and she going home to the white boy. So
You know, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But I mean,
so that's the only thing in the masterpiece. But but he
yeah,
not
we
gonna
can't,
look
we
at it
can't,
from
we
that
can't, we
perspective.
can't, we can't fault Kendrick for that though.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. No,
I'm not gonna
no.
hold it against him. Like he can't do nothing about her choice. But I do agree with you. I don't like the fact that she's I don't like the fact that she's in that situation like that. And it hurts for me to see her have an identity crisis like that when she's bleaching her skin and stuff like that. I hate seeing that as well. But I just pray for the sister and hope she can fall in love with that dark, beautiful melanations that the Most High gave her. You know, if that's what the case is, I don't.
But
That's what it
but
appears to be.
but he was doing it. But he was doing it to antagonize Drake because
Right.
that's Drake's ex, and she from Compton.
Right.
So those parallels.
Oh, you saying that was
Uh,
petty?
no,
Okay.
you talking to your
No,
what's
I
that?
just thought you was trying to say that's what us because we were given. I thought you had pushback for Kendrick.
No, no. I would say in his defense, those two reasons is why he had her up there because she's from Compton
Oh, oh yeah, I
and
totally agree with that.
and she's Drake's ex.
Yes.
SZA is also Drake's ex. So in his mind, of course, that's his homegirl from Compton. Whatever, whatever.
Right.
And he wanted to antagonize
Drake.
Champagne. Champagne Poppy.
Yeah.
That boy better he better tighten up them acting skills. that boy that boy better tighten up them acting skills because that might be his go to. He might be the next Tyrese.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, but we about to get out of here, man. I just wanted to give a little 30 minute, 40 minutes, hopefully get some views. But
Shout out. Shout out to
go ahead,
you.
big boy.
No, I'm just gonna say shout out to YouTube, man. We're gonna be back on these YouTube streets. Just trying to build things up.
Yeah, build up that algorithm. It got up to like 6, 7 people. But yeah, man, we'll be back, man. We just working on some stuff.
Follow us over the face fan base. Anybody that's in
Yeah.
here.
Follow us on fan base and YouTube. Black Masterminds. It's your boy Furious and Big Boy. We out of
Peace.
here.